Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be... I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to a weak pulse, around... But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the Chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said.
And they were tied together.
You are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic? Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify...
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was...
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Please tell us the chain of events, everything that you can remember, the slightest...
Very well, sir. I made sure that the room was clean.
There were...
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the... The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when Then Inspector Lestrade came. No one. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney...
What?
I waited until the changing room door was open, so...
You would have heard if someone had entered or...
Certainly, sir.
Are the steam rooms on the other side, Mr. Holmes? Are the steam rooms on the...
These clothes belong to one of the Clothes. Expensive clothes. But champagne. An ice bucket to keep the champagne. Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly...
Like the one you almost...
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the...
The wound should not have bled so profusely. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. Some dirt or earth. Some dirt. Some dirt.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to...
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless.
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a...
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that? What should we do next?
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away. One lens is... These lenses are for my
It's hot. I'm in shock. I don't want...
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
The grid cannot... I should check this blood sample. This key was covered in blood.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
With the steam on, I'm unable...
Mr. Mr. Holmes, I should like to take...
None. How many...
We have just...
So,
I put the key inside my...
did you leave the baths at...
No, sir. I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips.
But how...
The
Mr. Holmes, I left the baths at 7:20. I was away for 20 minutes.
Did you...
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to
Did you check to...
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of...
There is?